welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing well. So let us begin with the chapter number 13 of grammar, and the name of the chapter is tenses third, that is the simple future tense, right? So इस chapter में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे about the simple future tense. So let's see what they are telling us. Future tense also has 4 forms. तब जो future tense है उसके भी 4 forms होते हैं, right? The very first is the future tense. Future tense के जो forms हैं उनमें the very first one is the simple future, then the future continuous, then the future perfect, and the future perfect continuous, right? So they're saying we will study simple future, future continuous and the future perfect in this class. तो हम इस क्लास में सिर्फ यही 3 तरीके जो फॉर्म्स हैं फ्यूचर टेंस के उन्हें पढ़ेंगे. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट अस सी कि ये सिंपल फ्यूचर टेंस आखिर क्या होता है, ये कौन से एक्शंस को एक्सप्रेस करता है. सो इट सेज द एक्शन which is to take place in the time to come is expressed in the simple future tense. तो ऐसा एक्शन जो कि आने वाले टाइम में होने वाला है, राइट, उसे कहा जाता है सिंपल फ्यूचर टेंस. So now let us begin with the uses of simple future tense. It is used, ये यूज किया जाता है refer to an action that has still to take place, right? ऐसे एक्शन को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए या रेफर करने के लिए जो कि अभी अब भी किया जाएगा, राइट? एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आस्क Rini, she will certainly help you. We shall meet tomorrow in the canteen, right? Next, very near future. So जो बहुत ही आने वाले पास समय में किया जाए, राइट, उससे उस काम को करने के लिए ज्यादा टाइम नहीं बचा है. जैसे कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल, शी इज अबाउट टू लीव ऑफिस. हरी अप, द शॉप इज अबाउट टू क्लोज, राइट? नेक्स्ट, द पॉसिबल आउटकम ऑफ एन एक्शन. तो अब किसी एक्शन का पॉसिबल आउटकम यानी कि उसका जो रिजल्ट है वो देखने को मिले. सो एग्जाम्पल, आई विल स्लिप एंड फॉल इफ आई एम नॉट केयरफुल ऑन द वेट फ्लोर, राइट? नेक्स्ट, थिंग्स दैट विल हैपन एज अ रेगुलर फिनोमेना. तो ऐसी चीजें जो कि रेगुलर बेसिस पर होती हो, राइट? Just like examples, the children will come back from school in an hour. My parents will have come back from Kashmir in a week. Right? So, here first of all we have the affirmative sentences, sentence structure. So, let's see what they are telling us. So, here first of all we have the subject plus the helping verb plus the verb form plus the other words, right? So we have the structure of the affirmative sentences in the simple future tense over here. So let's read them. So it is I shall read this book later. We shall read this book later. You will read this book later. He will read this book later. She will read this book later. They will read this book later. Right? Now, here we have some point to remember. Let's see what they're telling us. So, shall is used with I and we, and will is used with you, he, she, it, they, singular nouns and the plural nouns, right? So they have told us कि I और we के साथ हम सिर्फ shall use करते हैं, and you, he, she, it, they और जितने भी singular और plural nouns हैं उनके साथ हम use करते हैं will का, right? So here we have the uses of will plus the verb form, right? तो will और verb form को कैसे कहाँ कब use करते हैं? Let's see. So it is we use I will when we decide to do something at the time of speaking. कि जब भी हम उस बात को बोल रहे होते हैं और उसे करने का फैसला करते हैं, right? बोलते ही समय तब हम I will का use करते हैं. Just like examples, I will help you whenever you need it. Have you done homework? Right? Yes, but I have some doubts. I will ask my teacher. Correct? Now, the next one is we often use will to express something which is certain to happen, something which we can't change, right? तो कभी कभी हम यूज़ करते हैं will का ताकि हम एक्सप्रेस कर सकें कुछ चीज़ें जो कि सर्टेन है, यानी कि वो होंगी ही, हम उसमें कुछ भी चेंज नहीं कर सकते हैं, राइट? Just like examples we have, Radhika is ill. She will not attend the school function, right? The senior students of our school will be on educational tour next week, right? So ये certain चीज़ें हैं, certain यानी कि जिनका होना पक्का ही है, हम उनमें चाह कर भी कोई change नहीं कर सकते हैं, right? Next thing that we have is to express the speaker's view, यानी कि जो speaker है जब वो अपनी feelings, अपने emotions express करता है, right? तब तो जैसे कि examples हैं I am stuck in a traffic jam. I don't think I will reach school on time, right? Next, the sky is overcast. I will take an umbrella, right? Next, to offer to do something. अब किसी चीज को ऑफर करना ताकि हम कुछ करें. Just like example, I will switch on the TV for you. Some guests are coming. I will clean the drawing room, right? Next, to promise to do something, right? अब किसी चीज के लिए प्रॉमिस करना कि हम वो करेंगे. So example, I will do it or die. I will return your book tomorrow, right? Next, to ask somebody to do something. तो किसी को कुछ करने के लिए पूछना, right? Example, will you please lend me your... Now we have the uses of shall plus verb form. तो अब shall के साथ हम verb form को कैसे use करते हैं, let's find out. So it is shall is mostly used to ask questions or seeking permission with first person singular and plural, right? तो शैल जो है वो मोस्टली यूज किया जाता है क्वेश्चंस पूछने के लिए या फिर परमिशन लेने के लिए, राइट? और वो सिर्फ फर्स्ट पर्सन सिंगुलर और प्लूरल के साथ ही यूज किया जाता है. नेक्स्ट, पुट अप एनी प्रपोजल विथ फर्स्ट पर्सन सिंगुलर एंड प्लूरल. अगर आप किसी के सामने कोई प्रपोजल रख रहे हो, राइट, with first person and the singular and plural as well, right? Show probability with all person and number. हम सभी पर्सन और किसी भी नंबर के साथ अगर प्रोबेबिलिटी शो करना चाहते हैं तो भी हम यही यूज करते हैं, राइट? So here we have the examples of all the three situations where we have a proposal, probability, and seeking permission. So let's read them. Shall I get tickets for you? Then the sky is overcast. It shall rain. Then shall we go for a picnic this weekend? Right? So let's read the points to remember, which says the practice is to use will in place of shall with the first persons I and we, right? So हमें I और we के साथ will को ही यूज करने की आदत है, राइट? जबकि हमें इनके साथ shall यूज करना होता है. Clear? We have the sentence structure of the negative sentences. So let's read them. So it is subject plus helping verb plus not plus verb form plus the other words, right? So it is I shall not read this book. We shall not read this book. You will not read this book. He will not read this book. She will not read this book. They will not read this book. Right? Moving ahead. The next thing that we have is the interrogative sentences, the yes or no type questions ka sentence structure. So let's read it very quickly. Here we have the helping verb plus the subject plus verb form plus other words, right? So it is, shall I read this book? Shall we read this book? Will you read this book? Will he read this book? Will she read this book? Or will they read this book? Right? Moving ahead. So the next structure that we have is the interrogative sentences, WH type questions, right? So let's see. It is WH word plus helping verb plus subject plus verb form plus the other words, right? So it says, when shall I read this book? What shall we do now? Why will you go there? Where will they play the match? Right? Now, moving ahead, the next one that we have is the interrogative negative sentences, the sentence structure. So let's see. So it is helping verb plus subject plus not plus verb form plus the other words, right? So it is, shall I not read this book? Shall we not read this book? Will you not read this book? Will he not read this book? Will she not read this book? Will they not read this book? Right? So that was all about the chapter. I hope you all found it very clear and you are clear with the uses of shall and will and the kind of sentence structure that are present here. Right? So that was all from my side. Thank you so much and have a great day ahead.